Two of the most compared series have always been South Park and Family Guy, and in a way that makes sense. They're both raunchy adult cartoons that debuted in the 90s and both push notable boundaries before the likes of anything on Adult Swim or Netflix. But there's a key thing that separates the two shows that's easy to break down. It's the difference between natural rebellion and forced, easy outrage. Family Guy is like that dude from your hometown who prides himself on being offensive, often going for low-hanging fruit or things that are obviously shocking. The reason this type of humor comes so easy to him is because they're easy jokes to make, but he seems to think he's a comedic genius. He prides himself on pushing boundaries, but in reality he's just going for the most easy, crass jokes possible in every situation. This is in part a result of Family Guy long outliving its peak. And before you argue, it should be noted that creator Seth MacFarlane has even echoed this opinion. Now, it's far from a hot take to say Family Guy has lazy writing, but the humor speaks for itself. With each season, it gets lazier and lazier, full of the easiest, most obvious low blows and naughty themes. But rebellion is more than that. Anyone can grab low-hanging fruit, but it takes true balls to turn to your studio, the people dangling your paychecks in front of your face, and say, okay, fire me. I'm still not doing what you want me to do. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone have stated before that they rarely set out to offend. They just write how they write, and when the suits and ties take issue, they're willing to call their bluff. An example is the many backs and forths between them and Paramount during production of the South Park movie.
So we need this, this, and this. So we need Cartman saying this. And it's like, well, I do Cartman, I ain't doing it. You know, we need animation of this. And Eric's like, well, I ain't drawing it, right?
And they did one of these trailers that is just, I mean, complete. It makes my skin crawl.
It's like, get ready for the wacky, woke fun of summer.
And I was like, bring that over here. And we were on the shoot for Brian Boitano. I stuck it in my trunk in my car and I drove home. So that was Friday night. And then Monday morning, my lawyer calls at like literally 7:45 at my house. And he's like, do you have something that belongs? Like the 3 biggest lawyers from Paramount just called me and said they're going to sue us. And I was like, them, let them sue us. Because that was me and Trey were like, sue us right now. Please, you.
It's their insistence of portraying their world how they see fit. They've stated many times that they both assumed South Park would be canceled after 6 episodes. Hollywood is a 1 in a million shot to even just get a first episode. Parker and Stone basically figured, hey, we got lucky enough to get this far, we'll probably never get anywhere else, so let's make it exactly the way we want. Who cares if they say no? We'll probably get canceled either way. And that's true. It's easy to forget that we only really see the success stories. For every South Park, there's tons of shows that couldn't get past the first season or even the pitch, so why water it down for a studio that'll inevitably pull the plug? Of course, we now know that ended up not happening. But it was their unwilling to give censors power that made South Park iconic. Most writers and showrunners only dream of defying studios at all, let alone in their first couple of years. And Family Guy can make as many incest jokes as they want, but they've never displayed the in-house rebellion of South Park. Not even close.
You know, the question becomes, at what point is it worth it? Is the joke so hilarious that we want to risk our lives?
Are you afraid that if the network allows you to unveil the Prophet Muhammad, that you will be bombed?
We'd be so hypocritical against our own our own thoughts if we said, okay, well, let's not make fun of them because they might hurt us. Like, that's messed up to have that kind of thought process, you know?
This attitude is also apparent in South Park's politics. While I don't buy the conservative is the new punk rock idea, it does speak volumes that South Park was unwilling to be as bush-bashing and bleeding-heart liberal as the majority of Hollywood. Family Guy doesn't stray from politics, but their belief system is the typical far-left ideal that's exceedingly common in show business. Conservatives are often quick to try and claim South Park as being on their side, but Parker and Stone will just as easily turn to them and say, fuck off, you're stupid too. It's an attitude that confuses people as to where they stand. And whether you agree with South Park's politics or not, I certainly don't always, you can't deny the bold statement it is in a place like Hollywood. What's Family Guy's claim to infamy? Well, you've got siblings hooking up, JFK Pez dispensers, banned abortion episodes, and while that's all well and good, it's simply not the same as South Park's middle finger to the mainstream. If you like Family Guy, so be it. I'm not going to claim that I never did. But when comparing the two shows, one of them just takes edge to a completely different level. Hey guys, thanks for watching. As always, extra thank you to my top tier patrons, Stephen Walk and Katie King. Make sure to like and subscribe.